It'd be cool to have a job I don't have to do and I get paid for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that would be really cool, wouldn't it? We've heard about these no-show jobs in the sports world through colleges. Like back in the day, I believe there was a quarterback whenever D-Butt and I were in college. He at UConn, I was at West Virginia. I think we've mentioned this. In the summer, a guy was working at a car dealership. He never went there, but he was making a shit ton of money, like a lot of money. And obviously the NCAA somehow snooped it out. It became a big story. And it was at that moment we all started thinking like, holy hell, well, that's a genius idea. We got to find a place. Like we didn't even, the people I was talking with, which was a lot of members of the team, hadn't even thought of that potentially being a thing. So I think for us, it was a little bit of an eye-opener of what people might be doing. But also it was a little intriguing thought like, ooh, that's a good idea. Like that is a good way to kind of sneak in the back door around rules a little bit. Sure. Now, the NCAA isn't saying it's around rules, but that's not a bad. Now we're hearing about it in a huge way. Pablo Torre, investigative sports journalist, who has done a lot of great work.
Yeah.
I mean, he is like fully committed to this, and I think it's going to be good for the sports world and even the whole world, because I think he was digging into a tree company first and then kind of unfolded all of this. If I have the investigative process proper, he was looking into this tree growing company that isn't real, I guess is what they're saying.
What?
And then Ballmer was allegedly, this is all via Pablo Torre's investigative journalism. So we are not saying we created this. This is Pablo Torres doing this. It's a lot of money and a lot of huge names. And also the league. This has massive implications, I think, everything that Pablo Torres said. I looked at his tweet where he put the video out from his podcast, had 12 million views on it. Okay, this is going to be a big ordeal. I assume the NBA is already trying to look into all this.
Yep.
I wonder how prevalent this is around the NBA and in professional sports as a whole, as an owner is sneaking or circumventing the salary cap by providing funds through another company. How long has this been going on? Who all does this? Obviously, we heard about it from the college ranks.
Yep.
Have professional teams been doing this with their biggest stars? If they have, how long has it been taking place since like the beginning of time? I wonder all those things just learning about this, but allegedly Kawhi was getting paid a lot of money through a tree seeding company.
Good company idea.
Very kind of them.
Not making the world better?
So I think they were saying they were.
Allegedly.
But who knows about actually, because oxygen comes through those trees.
Exactly.
It does.
Yeah, they were generating oxygen, which we all need oxygen. You know,
I love oxygen.
yeah, I do too, because there's osmosis in there, wherever molecules do their thing, and then they do, and then all of a sudden we got the
You're breathing.
Yeah, we're breathing.
Here we are.
We need those. But being able to just say, yeah, this is what his salary is, and then on the other thing, got a couple advertising moves. Nobody knows. Here's $28 million. That's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
Very.
And if what Pablo Torre is saying is true, then you don't stop at basketball. You just think of every big
Star.
a star deal that you have heard of over the past 5 to 10 years in your head. Like immediately I go, and again, this is strictly based off what Pablo S. Torre is reporting. If it's true, then this is where I go. Like, okay, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, these guys who are getting a ton of money, and I don't think it's happening with the NFL. But people will naturally, because of a story like this, would assume, if the NFL is scripted, you don't think the NFL is going to be paying guys in advertising deals that are worked into contracts?
Yeah, you shouldn't say it, but we're on the same
We're
page.
probably thinking the same thing.
A lot of hometown discounts up there when they went on their Super Bowl runs.
Bingo.
Allegedly.
Whoa.
I mean, if this is what Pablo Torre is
Absolutely.
reporting, you just start to think. The mind starts to think.
It is
Pay him in
hard.
crypto. Why are we paying in crypto? You can't trace it, can you? You can't figure it out. Why are we doing all these LLCs?
You can.
There's a couple athletes that were actually invested in crypto pretty big that might have thought they were going to get arrested by the FBI. Again, something that might come back up. Hey, wait. Was this deal that Pablo Torre is reporting about with the company like this? Is this something that a crypto could do? Because then you think of some of the stars that were playing at the time, that were invested in some of those things.
I mean, it's hard. You can't help but just think.
Can't. And it's all based on Pablo Torre saying this.
Pablo Torre, by the way, we'd like to say, I appreciate his.
He's gonna find out.
Yeah,
He's
going to get to the bottom.
There's a lot of bang. He's getting a lot of shins.
Oh, yeah.
Like from very, very powerful people.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yep, that's what I thought. Yep. That's what, just kind of doing this.
I'm going to keep digging.
insane. This one's gigantic.
Huge.
I mean, this is
The tree company went out of business. The tree company had to file bankruptcy. Is that why he figured it out? Because then the creditor was Kawhi's LLC or whatever? What was it? How do you
I don't know. How do you get the books? How do you get through it? How do you find out? And how is it not? I assume it's an actual investigation now, that's been cracked open. And it's, for us as sports fans, you want to think to yourself like, business, let's just talk about the teams. Because if they were able to do it, you'd assume other teams have done it. That's just how I naturally think. It's like if Ballmer's doing this, he happens to have a lot of money, like a lot.
Yeah, or that could be the other part. Maybe it is something. I mean, what's the point of being the richest owner in team sports if you can't do some shit that everybody else isn't doing? I slide you 28.
So we talk about this with the Denver Broncos about how there's no salary cap on the coaches' salaries. So they have a definite advantage over the teams that don't have as much cash because they can pay Sean Payton, Vance. Who's their special teams coordinator over there?
Ooh, look.
I assume he's really good. And if I know him, I apologize for forgetting it's you.
It's not
other moving parts.
Oh, no. Bones went to Tennessee.
Yeah. It is. We do know.
Who is it?
It's Riz. It's Darren Rizzi.
Oh, okay. Riz, we apologize. First year there, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's his first year there, but they can pay. He's the guy that created the new kickoff rule, basically. Yep. He was the one tasked with the entire thing. Very good at his job. But they have the advantage of being able to overpay the coaches. So anything anybody else offers, they're able to do that. I didn't even think the advantage to overpay the players. Like, hey, your salary, we'll definitely do the whole, you broke the record. Yeah, okay, we'll do that whole thing. See, also, I'm not saying Denver's doing this, but I'm just saying this would be something that the richest owners in all the leagues would be able to take advantage of. And all these people are so uber competitive. They're definitely thinking about ways to take advantage of other. There's no way that Ballmer's the only owner that's doing this.
No way.
I mean, maybe
No
he is.
way.
But there's no way.
Especially in Cali. Just think about how many
taxes.
Pro teams are in Cali and then the taxes in Cali. Like, hey, sure, it's paying the ass for the taxes, but...
Well, you got to combat the taxes almost.
Yeah.
This is also going to be the college football model, by the way, when the whole revenue sharing comes in. The players are getting their salary, and then they're getting only NIL on the side. Yeah, this is going to be the whole model for that.
But the NIL things have to be okayed by the commission.
Correct. That's why,
AJ, is this what Ohio State's been doing? Is this how you guys have been able to have such good teams for so long?
What was your job?
I did not.
What was your job you didn't show up at? Were you making sandwiches?
Yeah.
Are you okay? So let's say Kawhi showed up a couple times.
No, that old guy you worked for.
Oh, yeah.
Eating a bottle.
Yeah. He died a few years ago. R.I.P. Terry. Yes.
Rest in peace, Terry. Taught you a lot of good life lessons. But Ohio State's been doing this no-show job thing for a long time, or
Nope.
How do we know everybody isn't doing? I mean, it's hard not to.
I'm naive. I've been naive to it. I didn't think it was that rampant. I really don't. I still don't.
Well, I didn't either until I read this, and then you immediately just go,
yeah,
why
how
wouldn't
many,
you?
I guess.
And it's in the contract too, according to Pablo Torre. As soon as he's done with the team, it's done. Which you would obviously expect. But if he retires, if he's traded, deal's done.
In the names, like we're talking about Kawhi Leonard, of course, big name, but like some of the names on there are much bigger than Kawhi Leonard, and that's why you really start to wonder, and you go down that rabbit hole.
How's all this?
A-list.
Yeah,
According to Pablo Torre.
according to Pablo Torre.
Pablo Torre's investigative journalism.
Sure.
All right, Pablo.
Sit in that pocket, brother.
I'm telling you, those are some big names.
I think
Into the
about
whole
Sean.
political world. Pablo want to get in there?
I think Pablo wants to get into whatever needs to be get into.
Right.
Yeah.
I think from what we are gathering.
It's got that little rabbit hole right there.
I mean, when you do this kind of stuff and you take it on the shins like that, it's like, okay, well, there's something there. Like, people would just dismiss this and be like, all right, whatever, not even. But if people start attacking me, it's like, okay, well, maybe I'll keep digging a little bit.
Good luck, Pablo. Good luck, Pablo.
That's a wild life to live.
Yeah.
Wild. Hey, better you than us, Pablo. But we appreciate what you're doing,
I'm not going anywhere
Pablo.
by myself if I'm doing that.
But as I read, amen. As I read that, all I thought to myself is like, what Connor was saying is just like, if they're doing this, did he think of this idea? I don't think he thought of this idea.
The first thing I thought of was Micah Parsons. I was like, oh, I wonder if the Packers gave him like 5,000 acres of dairy land or something, dairy farm. You know?
Hey, you get half the tickets to this sled tubing mountain we got next to the thing.
Right.
Yeah. We'll have a Micah tube.
Well, I mean, Green Bay, especially more than any other team, like, they have land and investments, and they don't have an owner. So you're assuming any of those land and investments,
Oh
it would
my
be
gosh!
easy.
Every deal now can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Like Pablo
this
Torre
whole room
is open.
this whole room of slots at the United Casino, those profits go to you now.
We can't think like that.
We're gonna call this the Parsons parlay up here. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful, Micah.
Pablo Torre getting to the bottom of the